former DGP Jharkhand, Madam Nilmar Kaur, also with us on the broadcast. Ma'am, development has also followed, and I don't want to politicize this particular discussion, but the Home Minister made it quite clear. He tore into the Congress party. He said for the last 60 years, all of this flourished under the Congress rule. What were you doing back then? Under the Modi era of post-2014, development has been really real. And I think that's played its own part. Development has followed. We talk about security, we talk about roads, connection and communication towers, various camps, some of those rehabilitation setups that Mr. Azad was talking about. How crucial has governance been in filling those gaps? You've seen it up front, the politics that's involved in all of this as well, in breaking this Naxal ecosystem at large. Ma'am.
Definitely, it was the security forces would clear one area and the governance would follow. The healthcare, the banks, the financial institutions, the development, the government schemes. That is what, bit by bit, post by post, they have done it. And, they have managed to sanitize the whole area. And it is almost, as they say, 90% over. A couple of leaders remain. That is also a matter of few days. I would say a few hours, they surrender. And the cadres are now fragmented, they are scattered. Now, the only, I think we have to watch out that the ideology behind, especially the class of, the intellectuals, so called urban Naxals, they do not come and start, because they somehow, despite FCRA, they are still getting funding. They are getting huge amounts of money somehow. Though FCRA really cut the, they choked the financial, support to the movement when FCRA was brought in a few years ago. But still, I find that now there are sources of money somehow coming in, and the urban nexus have to be really, they should not be able to affect the thinking in the rural areas or brainwash anyone or tell people that there is an alternate way of violence. No, that is not done because these urban nexus they themselves sit in their ivory towers in the air conditioned rooms on thick sofas and they are drinking single malt and talking of poverty, such double standards. So they have to be looked out for, they have to be watched out for. And particularly, the credit should be given where it is due. Today, if we are gloating, it is a day to gloat. Why should we not celebrate our achievements? The government has done very well. I would say the Honorable Home Minister was so committed. We worked many decades in the government, and we never saw a government so determined. The Honorable Home Minister, even Mr. Vijay Sharma of Chhattisgarh, the Deputy Chief CM, whenever you speak to them, he himself camped. Bastar Olympics, the Honorable Home Minister went year after year to Bastar Olympics. He rejuvenated them, revitalized them. Then he had Ratri Vishram, night stay. He camped out at a village, in Hirbaz village, very close to that. And that brought in a lot of morale. He built up morale of the forces, of the people, of the citizens, of the forest dwellers, and now they can live with dignity. Yeah, I think this because communication is there, phones are there, development schemes are there. So governance has had a big role to play.
Okay.
I would say
Okay.
it's by bringing in governance that you can really permanently abolish it.
All right, then it is a day to gloat. The Home Minister also said that this government is not afraid